Hey guys, I recently just did a 4v4 game, and the tactic I used was quite effective, so I thought I'd make a video of it to share with you, and hopefully it can be helpful, especially if you're in like the lower leagues and you want some tactics and ideas what to do in a 4v4 game. I mean, this could also work in 3v3, so you could also try that. So I'm just doing what any normal Protoss player would do at first. I'm just getting some minerals, producing lots of probes, got my pylon down. My other teammates are I've got a Protoss, then I've got a Terran player, and then I've got another Protoss player. So I'm going to speed this up now because you don't really need to see this. Well, what I'm going to say first is, instead of getting a gateway first, I decided to go with a forge. The reason to do this is, as you can well, when you see in a minute, I make a wall of cannons there to protect my base from like early rushes or anything while I build up to void race. I also get a gateway down just to get a few units out, just in case of a rush, and because obviously you need that to follow the process to get a Stargate. Okay, just froze. There we go. As you can see, my own probes are turning against me here, attacking my base, my nexus for no apparent reason. Okay, so I'm getting my pylon down. I'm going to start putting some cannons along this ledge, put it up on the high ground, so if anyone decides to attack, don't know what that guy was doing. If he had rushed me then, I probably would have been screwed. There. He only had 4, I probably would have sent my probes in to kill him. So basically I'm doing pretty much a normal Protoss game, but instead of getting the gateway, I've gone with the forge first, and so has my friend here, who is very helpful later on in the game. I think they did try and cannon rush us. Yeah. It obviously didn't work, which is good because we didn't want this to fail. So I'm going to speed it up here because there's not really much to talk about. See, I'll get a few units out. I put them just in the middle of the cannon, so if anyone does try to rush up, they won't be able to just like, Zerglings won't be able to just run in. They get to my units there, and later on I put another one there. It just stops any rushes. It holds them off while I have time to get my units there. So I'm gonna bring it back down, normal. So as you can see here, I've started getting gas from both things. I've still got loads of probes, getting minerals. At the moment you can see I'm a bit mineral heavy, which I will expand with soon enough. I've got my 2 Stargates down, which obviously you need to produce the void rays. At this time I haven't really had any attacks yet, so none of my teammates or me have been attacked, so I haven't really made much defense. I made like 3 cannons, 1 Zealot, but apart from that I haven't really got anything, which if they do decide to attack now, is obviously going to be costly and probably lose me the game. But this is when you have to like rely on your teammates just to make sure they have a few units. If not, start putting a few more cannons down. So I decided to get the second expansion. I start to get a few void rays out. Well, one at this moment, so I start getting a few more cannons because I do feel a bit worried that we haven't had any attacks or anything from them yet, and they could be building up like this guy is getting up some marines, marauders. They could be getting ready to attack, so just what the hell, I'll just get a few cannons out. Yeah, I can speed up this bit. Not much going on. See, I get another one there, block that way up, that path. Okay. So I'm starting to get a few void rays out. I've got one, I've got another one being produced. I've seen there's some zerglings up here, so I thought I'd go harass them. You don't really want to see, you don't want them seeing my expansion. And I've got my probe here just to make sure I can see if they're bringing any air units across. If I need to get a few more cannons or send more void rays there. They finally decide to attack with not much, to be honest. They haven't really got much. They've got a few zerglings, a few marines, and marauders, but apart from that, they haven't really got anything. Just slow it down. They managed to take out my cannons, made cannons fulfill their job, and managed to hold them. Only had 4 void rays and only 1 actually got destroyed, so I think that's a win-win. My teammate actually comes and helps me, unlike most games, especially down in the lower leagues when you don't really have much help. They usually just do their own thing and then attack on their own. It's very unhelpful, especially in a team game. So I decided to get a few more cannons, a few more than before, just in case they do decide to attack that side again. There's not really many units. They don't have many units. This guy, obviously, seeing my void rays, went to do the sensible thing, and it's got some muters, and it also got some anti-air units. Nope, that's not them. But later on, he does get some anti-air. So, then again, I'm just getting more probes, getting a lot more minerals, getting more Vespian gas, just trying to macro a lot, just getting all the resources I need to build up and get my void rays, as they do take, void rays take, I think it's, let me check, it's 250 minerals, and it's 150 gas, so obviously they're quite expensive, but then again, they're very effective. And with the void rays, what you basically want to do with them is you want to try and like harass their expansions, and when you have enough, like storm into the base if they haven't really got much of an army, but they're more harassing units. So if you're against people like who have gone mass muter or got some mass Vikings out, which has happened to me in the past, I would switch to carriers, just get flight beacon down, start producing carriers, and you're set. So now I'm starting to go and check out for expansions. You know, obviously you can see there's none here, but just at the time, it's a good idea. I mean, you don't want them getting this expansion here. If there was an expansion here, which I highly doubt, I mean, there's more likely to be one here. It'd be quite easy to take out unless they got like a lot of defense, but I mean, these are the main expansion points that I'm pretty sure they've got. That one there, and this one there that hasn't been occupied yet. And that one there. Oh, yeah. Command center just went down. So obviously my delay, I have some fat off delay. It takes me about a minute to move my units to a place, and then another minute to move them to another place, it seems. Ah, there they go. Not sure why I leave one behind. Just like, I don't like you, go away, or something like that. So I'd go and check out this one. Still producing units all the time, and probes. Well, I am producing probes all the time. Got a few more void rays coming along. That random one that was left back there decides to join in after eating his cake. I'm just trying to get out more and more void rays till I get 9 or 10. That's probably the best amount to get. Later on in the game, which I didn't do, which is probably useful to do, is get a few more gateways out. So now I'm going to start trying to harass the back of the base. So I see the creep and I start to focus down on the hatchery. It takes Orange's army like 5 seconds to respond. Here's the anti-air units I said he was getting, and so the Marines sort of come to here, and then I see him turning back, but the Corruptors don't. So I think, wait a minute, I can take them down. So I decide to take them down, and obviously he doesn't have much of a good skill to keep them alive, so he sort of just failed miserably doing that. My team member actually has got a fair amount of void rays as well, but as you can see, he's got like a lot of Stargates. So I don't really recommend this because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannons, and that's pretty much all that's defending his base. He has no other units, and he literally just got those void rays out. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would go with a few gateways. Looks like I'm destroying my own cannon. Oh yeah, I wanted to destroy one so I can get a few probes out so I can expand some more. His little observe guy runs over the Orange's army, and yet again, I'm not sure what Orange is thinking. Apparently he's thinking, oh, I've got a lot of Marines, I'm sure I can take them all on. Which is pretty stupid of him. So, after destroying this expansion, decide to quickly, wait, my base is about to be attacked, turn back. I've got quite a few cannons holding them off till I get there. I've got a few void rays that have just been made. And this guy that's also on my team that's decided to go mass stalker decided to help me out, which is awesome. And I managed to destroy, well, he manages to destroy all of Orange's units. And I'll say again about this is I think this is Silver League. It's pretty poor play from Silver League, I must say so myself, where they're not really working as a team as such. They're just getting some units. Well, I'm not sure what Yellow does. Yellow seems to get mix and match, just gets a few units of everything. Green's gone with like stalkers, I'm sure that'll help. And I don't know exactly what the third player's doing. Again, he's got a few corruptors out, but not much else. At this point, we decide to move in and take out their base. We've just gone straight in after destroying Orange's army. Didn't really expect much resistance. We was a bit on edge because we haven't really seen what the green guys and the yellow guys army was like, because we haven't really gone into contact with them. So I was a bit what's the word, careful with, if I needed to pull out, I would pull out straight away. Obviously, pick your fights. You don't want to go storming into mass mutalisks with void rays. That's obviously not going to turn out in your favour. But by this time, we just we've got so many void rays out, and they haven't really seemed to be done much. So we just thought we'll go in for a massive attack. They do end up sending in their units after a while, after I've destroyed like most of the Zerg's base. They're like, oh wait a minute, they're attacking. So they decide to turn in their units. And, well, it doesn't turn out well for them. They're poorly positioned. And they get taken out quite quickly. Then I go back to destroying the base. There's not much you can do. That's pretty much their whole entire army of all of them wiped out. So now it's just wipe up. There you go, one of them's left. Obviously we're in such a low league, they can't even say GG. They get a few more stalkers out, but there's not really much you could do against this many void rays. It's pretty much game over from this point on. This guy decides, oh wait, mass void rays, let's get out a mothership and hide my building so we can't destroy him. Not really sure what that guy was thinking. It gets taken down in a matter of seconds. Take down the Nexus. He quits as well, no GG from him. My other team members decide to join in the fun. They're like, wait, I want to destroy the base as well. So they decide to attack greens. Green has a few cannons, but not really that much trouble. This guy's army. This guy decides to go up here. He gets a few phoenixes out and then sends them straight to the stalkers. Probably not the best game to show off the void rays and their power, but oh, this guy seems to go mass. Oh yeah, he went mass bailings. Not sure why. Just thought, oh yeah, that'd be perfect against their units. I'd take them all out. No, I think it's like a last minute attempt to try and take down our base and destroy as much buildings and stuff as possible. I haven't really built up my defense here because from the last attack I just went straight over to void rays and it's pretty much GG. There's not much you can do. I decided to go in. I've got about 4 cannons, 5 cannons. They take out a few of them. I still have a few void rays here, but for some reason just didn't want to join the main fight, so they took them out as well. He did destroy quite a few of my structures, but not really much, not many, considering I've taken out his whole entire base apart from one expansion which I start to take out. And that's pretty much it. They're both GG and that's the end of the game. Thanks for watching. I hope you find this tutorial helpful, and yeah, see ya.